What's a school rumor you heard as a kid that turned out to be true years later? Everyone said our gym teacher, Coach Martinez, was loaded. He drove this beat-up 1998 Honda Civic with rust spots and duct tape holding the bumper on, but kids swore he owned multiple mansions somewhere. Most of us thought it was just typical high school gossip that gets blown out of proportion. The rumor started freshman year when someone noticed he never ate lunch with other teachers in the faculty room. He would just disappear during his free periods, and nobody knew where he went. Plus, he wore literally the same 3 polo shirts and khaki pants on rotation like he shopped exclusively at Goodwill. But here's what was weird. Whenever our teams needed new equipment that the school budget couldn't cover, Coach Martinez would somehow make it appear. New wrestling mats that cost thousands, updated football helmets, even a complete sound system for the gymnasium. He always claimed he found great deals or called in favors. Some kids developed this whole theory that he came from old money but was pretending to be middle class for some reason. Others joked he was running some kind of side business or maybe gambling. Teachers would just roll their eyes and change the subject whenever students brought up Coach Martinez's mysterious wealth. The truth stayed hidden until junior year when he had a massive heart attack right in the middle of basketball practice. While he was in intensive care fighting for his life, they brought in a substitute coach who needed to access his office files for team rosters and medical forms. That's when Coach Stevens found something completely unexpected behind a loose panel in the back wall of Martinez's office. Hidden inside were neat stacks of cash, rubber banded by denomination, and 3 detailed notebooks filled with names, dates, and dollar amounts going back almost 15 years. At first, everyone thought we'd discovered some kind of illegal gambling operation or drug money. The principal called the police, and they started investigating immediately. But when they actually read through those notebooks, the real story came out, and it was nothing like anyone expected. Coach Martinez had been running an underground tutoring operation for failing student athletes. Rich parents whose kids were academically struggling would pay him massive amounts of cash under the table to guarantee their children stayed eligible for sports teams. We're talking $5,000 per semester per student. He kept incredibly detailed records of every single transaction, which parents paid what amounts, which students he was helping, what grades they needed to maintain, everything documented with military precision. The notebooks read like business ledgers. But here's the part that absolutely shocked everyone. Coach Martinez never kept a single dollar of that money for himself. Every payment he received went directly into funding equipment and opportunities for students who couldn't afford sports fees or whose teams lacked proper gear. For 3 decades, he had been secretly subsidizing half the athletic department. Those new wrestling mats came from parents paying to keep their kids on varsity soccer. The sound system was funded by bribes to help failing basketball players pass algebra. Even the annual team dinners were paid for with his underground tutoring money. When investigators traced his personal finances, they found he was living paycheck to paycheck just like any other teacher. His beat-up Honda, his 3 rotating outfits, his brown bag lunches, all of it was real. He was genuinely broke because he gave everything away. The rich coach rumor was technically true in the most heartbreaking way possible. Money definitely flowed through his hands, but none of it stuck around long enough to improve his own life. Coach Martinez survived the heart attack but retired immediately when the scandal broke. 32 years of teaching and coaching, and he left with nothing but a pension and the knowledge that hundreds of kids got to play sports because he sacrificed his own financial security for them.